There's a riverside RV stop just outside of Woodland, Washington, on the banks of Columbia River. We spent some time there, and here's what stood out to us and what didn't. Welcome to RV Out West. I'm your host, Brooks. My family of four's base camp is located in the beautiful Pacific Northwest, and our RV adventures radiate out from there. Please grab a mug of coffee and join us as we discuss RVing around the American West. From sweet camping spots, gear and equipment, to tips and tricks, we've got you covered. We are RV Out West. Nestled along the broad, shimmering expanse of the Columbia River, the area surrounding Columbia Riverfront RV Park feels like a hidden pocket of serenity in the Pacific Northwest. Towering cottonwoods line the water's edge, their leaves rustling like a whispered welcome in the breeze. On early mornings, a silver mist clings to the river's surface, and the distant silhouette of Mount Hood emerges like a quiet sentinel on the horizon. Bald eagles wheel overhead, scanning the shoreline where driftwood rests like nature's sculptures. It's the kind of place where time seems to move slower, measured not by the clocks but by the ebb and flow of the river and the call of the loons. Beyond the immediate riverside stillness, a patchwork of forested trails and country roads wind their way through farmland and into the heart of Columbia County. At dusk, the sky puts on a show, pink and golden hues reflecting off the river like a watercolor painting in motion. Whether you're paddling a kayak along the bank or sipping coffee under your awning, the land here invites you to pause, breathe deep, and savor the quiet magic of Washington's river country. Columbia Riverfront RV Park in Woodland, Washington is just 22 miles north of Portland, Oregon, spanning 10 acres. The park features 76 full-service RV sites, including waterfront and pull-through options accommodating rigs up to 85 feet. Each site provides full hookups with 20, 30, and 50 amp service, complimentary Wi-Fi that was surprisingly good for an RV park, and access to 43 cable TV channels. The park's amenities include a heated saline swimming pool, clean restrooms and showers, a coin-operated laundry facility, and a well-stocked convenience store offering essentials, RV supplies, as well as propane. You can enjoy 900 feet of a sandy beach and a 3-acre grassy lawn just up from the riverbank. There's also a covered patio equipped with a propane barbecue grill and a fire pit. The park's serene environment is enhanced by its location away from freeway noise, airports, and train tracks. You can relax by watching merchant ships glide along the river or engage in outdoor activities like flying a kite, horseshoes, bocce ball, cornhole, or my favorite, washers. For pet owners, you'll appreciate that there's a designated on-leash area for your dog. The park is ADA accessible with ramps leading to the office, restroom, showers, and laundry areas. While the park does not permit tent camping and requires RVs to be fully self-contained, its proximity to attractions like the A Casino, Mount St. Helens, and other local favorites make it an ideal base for exploring this part of the Pacific Northwest. As I previously had mentioned, the Columbia Riverfront RV Park does offer a few amenities. While this first one isn't much as an amenity per se, but the check-in and check-out process was a breeze. We did arrive late in the night on a Friday, and the office was closed. Like all resorts, there was an envelope outside the office door greeting us and with a map to help us navigate to our site. This RV park offers a pool, which opens on Memorial Weekend and closes on Labor Day weekend. The pool is very shallow, I'd say around 5 feet, but it was warm and refreshing to get into. The pool itself feels like it was originally excavated and then like this pool plastic was laid down, as the surface of the pool is uneven at times. The kids still had a blast in the pool, and we had a great lazy afternoon by the pool, cooling off in the warmth of that sunshine on Memorial Weekend. As I mentioned earlier, this RV park is located right on the Columbia River, and while I would not recommend going swimming in the river, you do have easy access to the river. You can easily fish from the banks of the river, and if you time your visit just right, there is a possibility that you could catch salmon as they travel upriver to spawn. If you're a boater, there is no boat launch at this resort, so you cannot directly launch from their banks. There is no playground or play structure, so if that is something that is important to you, then you may want to look for a different campground option in the area. We did visit on a holiday weekend, and the RV park had an area with typical campground games like cornhole, and they did have events scheduled so that you could go play these games with fellow campers and have some fun creating community. We did enjoy our stay at this RV park over Memorial Weekend. It was our first time staying here, and we were with some good friends who have been camping here, and this was like their fourth year in a row, and they really love this place. It's a small and intimate campground that is clean, neat, and easy to access right off Interstate 5. There were a few things that my wife and I noticed that we would have preferred to really make our stay perfect. From both our perspectives, there was not a lot of campsites that had grass in them. Most of the sites were gravel. So finding a spot to sit outside your camper on a patch of grass was pretty much non existent. Plus, the spot that we stayed in, the sites were very tight. In fact, they were the tightest spots I've ever yet to see at a campground. If we had someone in the site next to us, I don't think we could have completely even rolled out our awning without invading into the neighbor's space. Additionally, the hookup locations in the site were oddly close together. In fact, my water filter was merely inches away from the sewer dump, so much so that during our stay, I didn't even put out our sewer hose as it would have had to have gone over our water filter, and that just seemed a little gross. So I opted to just dump tanks on the day we were leaving so I could at least unhook our water hoses and filter before dumping the tank. Lastly, as I had mentioned previously about the playground, and this is not a deal breaker for us as our kids are now a bit older, but this place really didn't give off this kind of kid-friendly vibes. So if you're the type of park camper who arrives, sets up, and doesn't really leave the campground because you just want to unwind and relax and play with your kids, this may not be the best place for you. I guess it just depends on the age of your children and what kind of activities you do like to do. The Columbia River RV Park is a good spot to stay if you're looking for a base camp to springboard your adventures from. We did a day excursion to travel out and up to the south side of Mount St. Helens. You are only about 35 minutes away to downtown Portland, a 15-minute drive to the A Casino to the south, or the McMinimans Kalama Harbor Lodge, equal distant to the north. This could also be a great spot if you're looking for a day or two to stop on a longer trip along the I-5 corridor. There is a Walmart just about a 3-minute drive down the road, so if you need to resupply, if you want to do some laundry or knock out a few days of work, then this could be a great option for you. If you're craving a peaceful escape that blends natural beauty with small town charm, the area around Woodland, Washington delivers in every season. Here, the Columbia River winds through the landscape where forested hills meet open farmland, and a quiet country road leads to unexpected treasures. You could spend your morning walking along the riverbanks watching herons wade through the shallows, and your afternoon exploring local nurseries, wineries, or the enchanting Hulda Klager lilac gardens. Whether you're a hiker, angler, or a casual wanderer, the surrounding region offers a slower pace and a deep connection to the land without ever feeling remote. And just as the scenery soothes, the nearby community offers a genuine warmth that turns visitors into regulars. From Woodland's welcoming downtown shops to the panoramic views from nearby Ridgefield Wildlife Refuge or the awe-inspiring presence of Mount St. Helens, every direction invites exploration. Thank you again for listening to RV Out West. If you got value from this episode, do me a favor and make sure to follow the podcast in your podcast app so you don't miss the next one. It's free. It helps the show, and it keeps you in the loop, and I would very much appreciate it. Next week on the podcast, we're chatting with a guest all about prohibition in Seattle and roadside bars. So on your next adventure to the Emerald City, you can enjoy a pint while appreciating the historical significance of your ability to even enjoy that pint in the city and in the surrounding areas. It's going to be a fun and body conversation that you don't want to miss next Monday. Thanks so much for listening to RV Out West. Join us again next week. Please like and subscribe to our podcast on Apple Podcasts or wherever you choose to get your podcasts so you never miss an episode. I sure would appreciate it if you left a rating or a review of the show. Special thanks to Scott Holmes Music for providing us the intro song, We Are One. RV Out West can be found on Instagram and Facebook, where you can interact with us and follow along on our RV adventures around the Pacific Northwest. So get out there, explore, and go see what's beyond the horizon.